Coming up sees England against Canada. Well, England have played some good rugby and are able to rotate their starting lineup. Claire Allen has been hugely impressive, as has Daniel Waterman. The side is captained by Emily Scarrett. Canada are a player down as Jen Kish was injured in yesterday's pool play. And as you can see, it's going to be Ghislaine Landry who will captain Canada in the absence of Jen Kish. Well, an injury to one of the Spanish players in that plate semi-final. But here, back to the action, the main cup competition of the HSBC World Rugby Women's Sevens Series in Clermont-Ferrand, France. The captain of England to the left of your picture is Emily Scarrett. Well, 2 tries in the quarter-final against USA shows what a devastating runner she is. But the captain of the Canadian team, well, Ghislaine Landry, equally adept at the sevens game. I'm Scott Hastings, your match commentator for this first semi-final, and alongside me, Maggie Alfonsi. Well, Maggie, you were commentating with France's victory in the plate semi-final. It was the atmosphere has just racked up a couple of notches here.
Yeah, the atmosphere is building up steadily, and what a game we have here. England versus Canada. 2 teams have played each other many times. The last time they met each other was out in Langford, where Canada won 5-0 in the pools. So expect a tasty match today.
So there's the signal. That means something to the Canadian team. Where does the number 2 ball go to as Claire Allen looks on? Whistle goes for the start. Ghislaine Landry kicks deep, and it's on the button. Brittany Benn manages to get down in it, but didn't Amy Wilson-Harder react quickly there as Waterman sets up Allen. Scarrett, the England skipper, look how strong she is. She has Allen on the inside. The tackle is made by Hannah Darling for Canada. Waterman has a little dig, just runs an angle, has to set up with Wilson-Hardy, receives the ball back, and Richardson enticing and pulling Canadian defenders onto her as Claire Allen out on the wide outside chap is Kay Wilson, and Wilson goes for the corner. Brilliant pace by Kay Wilson. Her 11th try on the World Series, his 3rd of the weekend.
Great start there in the semi-final by Kay Wilson. Got hands on the ball very early, but it all came from a lovely pass from Claire Allen. She committed 2 players, which meant that Kay Wilson, all she had to do was back herself to get that try.
Yeah, 4th of the weekend as well. Tremendous start here. Katie McLean. The kicking has been good, but it shaves the upright there. But a good positive start for the England Sevens.
Yeah, if you look here, Claire Allen just does enough to commit Ghislaine Landry, and just gives enough time to allow Kay Wilson to come onto the ball, inviting her into that space to make that attack.
No Joe Watmore for England, who was injured, but plenty of pace from Wilson, also Natasha Brennan as well, waiting in the wings. Canada ought to kick downfield, gain some territory, and put the squeeze on the English line-out.
It's not something you see quite a lot in the sevens, going for the line-out, but good decision. She's got some pace, got some field now, but the problem is, it's now going back to England, and all England needs to do is keep the ball in hand.
Waterman, speaking to her mother earlier on this morning, and she was looking forward to the action. Richardson. Oh, it was a pop pass, that looked forward. Waterman to McLean. Look at McLean, she took the inside track as Watchamroy came up, and McLean stretches, but coming back in the tackle, McGilly Harvey. McLean, Wilson knocks on, and coming away is the Canadian skipper. In, out, Ghislaine Landry. Canada have got a magician, and that is Ghislaine Landry.
Absolutely lung-busting stuff. end-to-end stuff. Look at Gisela Landry there, she's just a little bit tired. All came from a lovely break from Katie McLean. She hands off, but Magdalena Harvey works so hard to force the error.
15 left.
Ball bounces
15.
off Kay Wilson, and Gisela Landry, not short for pace, just does enough to get past 1, 2. She gets past Alice Richardson, uses her footwork. Beautiful try.
Well, the conversion is wide. Well, I enjoyed it the first time round. I enjoyed it the second time round, and I'm sure I'll see it again. Here we go. How good was this try?
Oh,
Brilliant.
So good. I mean, if you look, we talk about balling two hands. She did it from the start, and
Play on quickly.
it just made it really difficult for Alice Richardson to try and make that tackle.
We'll get on to worldrugby.com, because I'm sure they'll clip that one up as one of the best tries here in Clermont-Ferrand. If you're into your social media, hashtag Clermont7s, that's 7S, or the handle World Rugby 7s.
Really?
Another tackle
Rack.
made by Harvey for Canada on England. So Waterman, I'm sure England won't get rattled. Waterman, look how strong she is, but super tackle. Came in there from Kayla Maleshki. Claire Allen to Scarrett. Scarrett's held her line. Wilson on the outside. She's done it once. Can she do it again? The pass inside to Emily Scarrett. Wilson in at scrum half. Paquin is across there as well. McLean, it's a 3-on-2. It's a 2-on-1, but across comes the drift defence. And Wilson Hardy overran Alice Richardson. Well, the ball was picked at the back by Brittany Benn. England short there. Taking the ball away, Hannah Darling. Darling, she's not going to do it again, is she? Gisela Landry this time. The pass adjudged forward.
You kind of feel she had got the ball, she would have been off. But here Hannah Darling just takes it one too far and just floats forward, and Gisela Landry unable to get it. To get that run.
Exciting stuff. Hope you're enjoying it at home. We're enjoying it up here in the commentary box. Hannah Darling looks on. Karen Paquin with the headband there. And packing down.
Set.
Is this Canadian team against the English in their traditional one against the head. So Canada come away with the ball. Well, Alice Richardson
Not gone in the tackle.
knocked the ball on.
Not gone by White.
But an opportunity you'd suggest that Canada,
In the tackle.
well, they had Magali Harvey on the outside. And sometimes you wonder, was it deliberate?
Yeah, look, I would probably say she's trying to go for the ball, but if you see here, Alice Richardson looks like she's half trying to go for the tackle, then trying to get her hands up, but
Fine.
if it had gone out to Magdalena Harvey, it would have been a try.
Stay back.
Kayla Maleshki in the scrum half position will then take the ball. Tap restart from penalties. And Canada, we notice this from an awful lot of the teams, they will set their plays
Play on, please.
from these penalty movements. So here is Watcham Roy to Gisela Landry. Opts to pop the little kick in. Wilson picks it up. And Nolly Waterman, well, she gets that fend on and then pumps her legs to try and give England some momentum. But guilty for not releasing the ball. Canada will want to take a quick one here. Hannah Darling to Landry. There's the half-time whistle, and Landry, she really has been an absolute star this weekend. Her second try against England.
She's been absolutely phenomenal in this game. Has been the real difference between England and Canada. All came from a lovely switch of play, which led to that space opening up for her to run through.
Gisela Landry for the 2 points to add to her try of 5 points. It's all good here. And another look at this brilliant piece of skill from Landry.
Yeah, Landry, you know, she's hard to take, but really it came from Maleshki's dummy line, which meant that England were put off and the space opened up for Landry to run through, but great running lines from Canada.
Half-time then sees England trailing by 5 points to Canada's 12.
Just one change, just have a break. Fisher's on. Right, listen. Right. Defensively, there's nothing to say because all we've done is we've given them everything. All right, all they've done is try off our errors. All right, so there's nothing to say defensively. Everything stays the same. What we said: keep your shape, don't bite in, stay high on the edge, pressure the space. Okay. Offensively, got to be a bit more patient with the ball. Right, we are overplaying at first and second. We're overplaying at scrum half. We're overplaying at first. Everything's an engagement. Have a look. But it just needs to be shift. Right. So I want the ball shift. A little bit more width on it, a little bit more pace, okay? If it closes down the edge, let's hit some lines, okay? And challenge them like we said we were going to challenge. And the other thing is just be patient with the ball. Just be patient, you know. Forcing a play there, all he needs is one more recycle and we're going to go. It's there. It's there for us. We've played some great stuff. We've strung some really good stuff together. They're all over the shop defensively. We just let them out of jail. Look.
Patience is king, yeah? Composure. Now, if it takes us 7 minutes to score a try, it takes us 7 minutes. Okay, but we keep holding this ball and we keep working them over. Yeah? The way we want to play.
Let's go, girls. Let's go, fish face.
Yeah, really interesting there. Came from Emily Scarrett, talking about composure. You've got 7 minutes. Doesn't matter how long it takes to get that try, just as long as you get a try and you get that lead. But being composed and making sure they're patient in the defence will be key in the second half.
Well, there's Nolly Waterman's mother with the St George's cross. That's Katie McLean of England. Kicks off towards Canada. Canada through Karen Paquin. Every time Paquin puts that Canadian jersey on, she gives 100%. And Ben quite happy to release some of the pressure and territory from Canada as Waterman goes back to set up the attack for England. Waterman strong, has Richardson. And Ben up for the tackle there. McLean to Waterman, good pressure on Megan Lucan. And again, another player off the Canadian bench I see is Kelly Russell. So here's Scarrett now. She said at half-time, keep hold of the ball. Richardson goes into act and play pivotal position. Fisher comes on the line, but hey, what a tackle. Brittany Ben, she doesn't shirk the responsibility of a tackle, does she? The Canadian. And Paquin. Paquin punching it.
Impressed with the pressure there by Canada, trying to keep England in there, 22.
Backwards, play on.
Emily Scarrett is allowed to play the ball in there.
Crack form.
Paquin though.
Play advantage.
Advantage still being played.
Hands.
Yeah, the referee said there was a ruck, so you need to get your hands up. But Brittany Ben,
time off.
Bleeding for her troubles.
Yes,
she has been absolutely amazing this weekend. No kissing, she stepped up.
Yeah.
Look at this hit. I mean, Heather Fisher, she's a solid player, but Brittany Ben lined it up quite well.
Oh, great commitment from both these teams. Great commitment from Brittany Ben. Couple of stitches and she'll be back on the plate.
I've been hit by Heather Fisher and that's no surprise there. She's come away with it like that.
Canada on the attack. Bianca Farella it was. Russell goes in. Landry just composed. Darling. Good hands. Paquin to extend Canada's lead. Canada taking control of this tie.
A very well worked try there. Karen Paquin going over. Sevens player for Canada, player of the year. But it all came from Megan Lucan, just holding the play, holding Heather Fisher and Emily Scarrett up just to get that pass out wide. And Karen Paquin, another player, is not short for pace.
Canada just showing so much commitment. They were given such a lead by this talisman, Ghislaine Landry. 2 tries and a conversion already for the number 9. And another conversion of Karen Paquin's try. And Canada in control.
Yeah, here Megan Lucan just holds Emily and Heather up just enough, just to give Karen Paquin some space to run it on. But a lovely, well-worked try.
Play on.
So Ghislaine Landry will restart, of course, the Try-scoring team. Kick off in sevens. McLean. England are going to have to do something. And Fisher has a goal. Heather Fisher. We saw her goal the distance in Langford. Look at this. Watch out behind you. Thumping tackle comes in from Bianca Farella, who had the English girl for pace. Richardson. Can England finish off this movement? Fisher once again in the corner. Abby Brown. Brown in off the bench, and Abby Brown has an immediate impact on this England team.
What a try! All came from Heather Fisher's fantastic break.
Please move.
Really important conversion here. It's wide, so England are still going to have to score another couple in the 3 minutes that's left on the clock.
A lovely break by Heather Fisher, but what a tackle by Bianca Farella. I mean, Heather Fisher just didn't see it coming, but lovely work by Heather Fisher to get back on her feet, to give that pass for Abby Brown.
I don't think our cameraman saw that one. Gee, I'm sure my television monitor moved there when that tackle was made. Superb bit of play. Now, England needing 2 scores to get back into this game. Scarrett. First look then off the bench is Emily Scott. McLean, to Brown. Now Brown, can she stretch it once again? Double trouble for Canadians, but the tackle made on that far side by Kaylee Maleshki was superb.
Lovely tackle by Maleshki. Great work by Abby Brown, but Maleshki comes in, fights for it, pulls her down, gets her into touch. But just her ability to keep fighting, being determined to try and get up and steal that ball, but yeah, lovely turnover by Canada.
Play on.
So the throw in the line out is taken by Paquin. The wraparound movement. Here's Landry. Look at the quick feet from Landry. That was magnificent. And Landry, is she going to go the distance? This is the hat-trick time for Ghislaine Landry. What a match she has played against England. Fantastic from Landry.
As we see Landry there taking a breath, I think we're taking a breath up here as well.
Maggie Alfonsi, the footwork for Ghislaine Landry there was out of the top drawer.
Oh, it's brilliant. It all came from a line out. Canada won the ball back, but she just did enough just to get around a player, to spot that gap and run through.
Kelly Russell for the conversion. And it just goes wide. Well, if there's a man of the match in this semi-final, it's going to be this playmaker, Ghislaine Landry.
Yeah, came from that line-up. Megan Lucan just held the player up, and Ghislaine Landry just went out to her right, stepped back in, please. And then just put the afterburners on.
That is a great skill set from Ghislaine Landry. A hat-trick in the semi-final.
Time on.
And Canada, well, we were all thinking,
play on, please.
Are they really missing Jen Kish? The answer, I fear, is no. Paquin,
play on.
Right up for that ball.
Tackle complete. Brown.
Now Abby Brown to Fisher. What can England do? They've been outplayed in this semi-final.
Tackle only.
Fisher tackled by Russell. Brown goes in to try and secure a ball. And it's just hard for England, isn't it? Look at the tigerish defence of this Canadian team. Ball away, the turnover there, and in at the corner. It's just brilliant play by Farella. Bianca Farella polishes off a great performance for this Canadian team.
Yeah, lovely way to end. As an English fan, my heart breaks, but Canada were fantastic today. It all came from Kaylee Russell, spots the opportunity, takes the ball, steals it off Natasha Hunt. And as a result of that, England caught out. Lovely pass there by Watcher Monroe to let Bianca Farella in.
Conversion from the touchline. seals a brilliant victory for this Canadian team. They were hugely impressive, and the commitment shown by this Canadian team, par excellence, c'est magnifique. The final score, Canada 31, England 10.